While we interact with animals a lot, we can't quite figure them out 100%. While the world of animal study is progressing, we still don't have all the answers. Here are some creepy animal behaviors science can't explain. Animal suicide. This is one of the creepiest and most troubling animal mysteries that continues to baffle scientists. Animals have a strong will to live and would prefer to live rather than fight to the death. Since the 1800s, there have been reports of mass suicides in groups of animals. Every year, hundreds of birds will commit suicide in India. In 2009, 28 cows leapt to their deaths, as well as a bunch of squid beached themselves, all within a month of each other. There are theories that upcoming disasters like earthquakes and flooding might have something to do with it, but nothing is conclusive. Male otters. The sex drive of a male otter is particularly mysterious and downright disturbing. If a male otter can't find a mate, they seem to force themselves onto baby seals, and in turn end up killing the seal. If that isn't disturbing enough for you, the male otter will continue to copulate with the corpse. Why is this happening? Scientists think there might be a decrease in the female otter population. Male sea otters are generally aggressive with their females, and it seems the baby harbor seals aren't surviving the aggressive encounter. Why turn to baby seals? It's a mystery. Moth to a flame. We know that moths will gravitate towards light in the dark, and often it is a fatal decision on their part. While we know the behavior, scientists haven't been able to explain why moths do it. Some scientists believe that moths haven't evolved along with the fact that we now have artificial light, and they're used to their main light source being the sun. But it doesn't make any sense, as we've used fire as a light source for multiple centuries, so it's not a new concept. Another theory is that fire and man-made light show similar pheromones on the light spectrum as female moths. Blue whale voices. Since the 1960s, we have been listening to the voices of blue whales through research that started out with simply sticking a microphone underwater. However, throughout the 40-plus years of research, scientists have noticed something weird. The blue whales' voices are getting deeper. While it's a subtle drop each year, if you look at the data collectively, there is a trend happening with all of the blue whales, not just a few of them. Noise pollution and global warming have been blamed, but no solution to this mystery has been proven. Disaster prediction. Animals seem to have a keen sense to predict major disasters like earthquakes, flooding, and fires. Animals seem to have this uncanny ability to know when something bad in Mother Nature is going to happen. Scientists have been trying for centuries to figure out why whiskers will run around the house before an earthquake, or why sea mammals will migrate away from a disaster right before it happens. If we go with the theory that animals are sensitive to magnetic fields, then it's quite possibly the shifting in magnetic fields that contributes to these predictions. Ants. Ants are everywhere, and they have a collective intelligence that should cause us alarm. After scientists poured cement down an anthill, they were amazed to find a megalopolis-like structure that an architect could have designed. It seems that the more ants there are in a colony, the smarter they get, and they're able to communicate with each other through means that we can't see or hear. Some may think that this means ants are communicating with each other through telepathy, or that they're speaking at a frequency we just can't hear. Ants will swarm together to perform tasks in less than a second, and will work themselves to death on command. Eating habits. It took someone on Google Earth to notice this, but it seems that cows and deer face magnetic north when eating. Scientists are pretty sure they've always done it. It's just that no one noticed enough to make any sort of public remark that would keep people's interest. Now that we know about it, scientists can't explain why it happens. There's a theory that involves magnetic fields, or perhaps it has something to do with the position of the sun, or maybe even the direction of the wind. Disappearing bees. We depend on the honeybee for a lot, and it's not just for honey and wax. Bees help pollinate plants that eventually become our food. Scientists started noticing the decline in bees in 1972, but the decline started getting really bad in 2006 in the United States and Europe, and other countries started noticing their decline in 2007. Theories behind the decline include pesticides as well as inbreeding among hives. Yikes, the animal kingdom can be truly bizarre. Which one of these facts had you concerned? Anyway, while you think on that and leave us a comment down below, why don't you check out these other videos, subscribe to The Richest, and hell, like this video. Thanks!